consistent back row player for the Fury, and she is really gaining confidence, is super aggressive on defense. She's a great passer as well, so the Fury's really going to need that first ball contact to be very precise, and that's what they'll get out of Paula Sarah-May tonight.
And Sarah-May mentioned on social media earlier this week, they're not giving up on the season. Yes, they are 0-7, but they are still hungry for their first win. So we'll see if that happens. From right here at Nationwide Arena, you're watching professional volleyball on YouTube TV. Nationwide Arena as we go through the introductions for the home team, the Columbus Fury. I'm Erica Robbins, again, along with Audrey Flaw, and we are courtside for this match. I love the excitement that they bring to Nationwide Arena here as an organization.
Oh, absolutely. There's a great game atmosphere here in Nationwide Arena. Despite the 0-7 start for the Fury, the fans here in Columbus love these women and enjoy the high level of volleyball that they get to see every single night.
Right, and Nationwide Arena also home of the Columbus Blue Jackets in the National Hockey League. We have the Columbus Crew. Columbus loves their sports, that's for sure. And we can thank the investors, the Burrows family, part of the Fury's organization.
Yeah, absolutely. And they too are, you know, typically in attendance here supporting these women, and obviously offer great advice on how to manage wins and losses.
Right, and this is definitely a professional sport. If you watched the Fury at all last year, that's what I was telling Audrey as we did our pregame prep. I got all attached to all the players, but it's a true sport, professional sport, where they sign a one-year contract and then they shake everything up, and then some of these girls, they go to a lot of these girls go to a lot of other teams, and the Fury only has a handful of players, 2 players on the court mostly that are back from last year.
Yeah, it's been a whole new lineup for the Columbus Fury, and it takes a while for the fans to get to know the new players on the team and embrace them. But I tell you what, Angel Perez has done a great job of getting very talented local players that want to be here and want to stay in Columbus. So this is a team with a ton of potential, lots of young players on that roster.
Yes, and on the Columbus Fury roster, you will find many Ohioans. And on the Michigan roster, you'll find 5 Michiganders. So they are also focused on keeping things kind of homegrown, or bringing in the players that will bring Michigan volleyball fans to their arena. And they play at the Van Andel Arena, where the Grand Rapids Griffins also play. They're in the AHL. So we are about to get underway, and serving first for the Grand Rapids Rise, Carly Snyder. The Fury handle it, and they handle it very well offensively with Kaylee Cox.
Let's talk a little bit about lineups here. We've got number 5, the setter for the Columbus Fury right now. We have seen Tori Stringer, number 12, typically run the offense. We've got number 5, Wilma Rivera, in running the offense, and she's got a great serve. You're going to see her right now on the end line.
She is back to serve, the first serve for the Fury. The lefty gives them a difficult one to handle, but they go down the line with number 6, Kaylee Nelson, finishing it for the Rise.
You know, Nelson was on the practice squad for the Grand Rapids Rise, and here you see her just dominating there on the right pin in that first attempt, and what a great kill down the line.
And that's a service error for the Rise. Kaylee Cox goes back to serve for the Fury. They lead it 2-1. Rise goes to their middle. Number 8, Marin Grote, to finish the point.
You know, let's talk a little bit about the Grand Rapids Rise change. Again, Kaylee Nelson was on the practice squad. We see her out there. Everything else looks the same as the last time Grand Rapids Rise was playing here in Columbus.
Rapaj for the Fury tried to go off speed. It wasn't successful. Fury runs into the block from the middle the first time. What a great play by number 5, the player of the week we featured, Erica Pritchard. She keeps it alive for the Rise. And it looks like we have a net violation on Grand Rapids.
Well, this is the kind of volleyball rally you're going to see in the Pro Volleyball Federation. Aggressive swings at the net. I love the defense that I'm seeing this year in the PVF. It's outstanding. And you can see that wonderful get by the Rise to save that ball. But net violation by the Rise, point for the Fury.
Fury up by 1. And it looks like an attack error by the Rise. That'll make it 4-2, Fury.
Let's take a look at this again. No touch there. There is going to be a challenge, though. Kathy George, head coach for the Grand Rapids Rise, felt that there was a touch there. I almost heard a touch from where we're sitting, but we'll see. Maybe my ears are deceiving. We'll see if they win the challenge or not.
Well, and the challenge system in professional volleyball, they get 2 challenges a set. They hit the iPad, the buzzer, which stops play. If they're in the middle of the play, they can even challenge in the middle of a point, but they hit their iPad from the bench. They send the play off-site to be reviewed by the Professional Volleyball Federation, and there it is. They're challenging for the block touch, but it looks like
it was a touch there, and the ball is going to be on Grand Rapids' side, and they will get control of the serve.
Yep, and they'll keep their challenge. So Kathy George still has 2 challenges left. We're all tied at 2s.
And rest assured, my hearing is fine.
There's the big player of the week we talked about, Erica Pritchard, just hammering it home from that right side.
You know, if anybody has been watching this Grand Rapids Rise team play the last couple matches, Pritchard has been off the charts outstanding. She's playing with so much confidence. And when she was here last time, she really struggled in the first 2 sets and actually got subbed out of the match. But since that last showing here in Columbus, she has been outstanding, and as you mentioned, the Pro Volleyball Federation Player of the Week.
Yeah, and the week before that, it was Grand Rapids Rise player number 4, Carly Snyder, as the Player of the Week. Big finish for Abby Walker from the middle for the Fury.
Well, for the Fury, if they can get their middles going, it will open things up on the outside. That is an outstanding set and attack by Abby Walker in the middle. So I like so far Rivera really pushing the tempo in the middle.
Two bad passes for the Rise, but the Fury could not capitalize on that second one, Audrey.
Yeah, really a missed opportunity. That ball was a little bit behind Walker's head, and you really got to take a step back, keep that ball in front of your shoulder, and take advantage of those overpasses. So missed opportunity by the Fury.
Megan Lush goes for the Fury. Rise handle it. They come out of the back row with Pritchard. They'll go to Lush again. Longest rally of the match so far. Rivera gonna set Abby Walker. She runs into Carly Snyder.
Well, you saw great plays on both sides of the net, and you want to spread out that offense. So a good set choice by Rivera. Perhaps a little low, Walker not able to hit the ball high off the blocker's hands, but in the teeth of the block.
Rivera gonna go to Rapach, but that one's long. Point Grand Rapids.
And there will be a challenge on that one. Rapach came down and immediately saw a touch. I did not see a touch, so we'll see. We've already tested my hearing. We'll see
Your
what my
vision.
eyes saw.
Yes, exactly. And again, they're not challenging the in or out call, because in professional volleyball, in the Professional Volleyball Federation, we have this Bolt 6 wonderful line system that gets you an instant read on whether that ball was in or out. It was clearly out, but Coach Angel Perez for the Fury questioning whether someone for Grand Rapids touched that ball at the net.
And you're going to see that at this level of play. Players are not trying to hit the ball straight down. They're trying to hit the ball high off the blocker's hands, and you can see from that replay clearly there was a touch. So these players can see it. They take their eyes off the swing, and they're looking at the ball as it makes contact on the blocker's hands.
So 2 challenges used, 1 by each coach, and they'll keep their challenges. So both teams still have 2 challenges left in this set. Megan Lush serving for the Fury. And an attack error by Kaylee Nelson for the Rise.
The evolution of that play was just too slow. You can see that Kaylee was really kind of slowing down on the approach. You really want to speed up the tempo on that back row attack.
And there's a great serve by Lush. Again, it's Pritchard that helps the Rise handle it and get it back over. Carly Snyder is blocked. Here come the Rise again, attacking with Pritchard. Again, a nice long rally. Fans getting their money's worth here at Nationwide Arena tonight. Rivera, she'll go to Kaylee Cox. It'll go off the block and out of bounds, Point Fury.
Just an outstanding rally. What I love about the Fury side of the net is they're getting positive touches on the block to just slow the ball down. And then there you see Cox, number 8 for the Fury, taking advantage of swiping the ball, chopping it off the blocker's hands.
Cox again attacking. She'll go off speed for the Fury. Rise answer with Pritchard.
The game is all about firepower. Take a look at the back row. You got Pritchard in the back row for the Grand Rapids Rise, and you've got Nelson in the right back area. So tons of options for Rasky to go to.
Rivera is going to go to her back row power, Rapach, but that one is wide on the attack.
You know, these attacking errors are really what's been hindering the Fury from winning sets and matches. Angel Perez says we've got to eliminate the unforced errors. Now, aggressive swings is what he wants, but balls like that just land in, you've got to eliminate those types of easy points for your opponent.
Yeah, you got to play them even if they're close, and that one at least 6 inches off the back line. Rivera tried to surprise the rise, but they weren't having it. Those blockers all over it.
Yeah, you're going to see both setters are lefties, so you're going to see that they are aggressive. They're going to jump and attack and swing when they are front row. That time, an unsuccessful attack by Rivera.
And just a few minutes ago, we were tied at 7s, and here we are with a 4-point lead for the Rise. It can get away from you quickly, but it looks like we can see a comeback if we get this timeout, if they take advantage of the timeout.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's so early on in the set, and, you know, volleyball is all about momentum and stringing together some points. It's the ebbs and flows of the game of volleyball, and we've seen the Grand Rapids Rise just go on a streak of a run here of a few points. That's what Columbus Fury needs to do out of this timeout. Get a good pass, a nice offensive swing, and then go back to the service line and really serve aggressively to take the Rise out of system.
Yeah, and the timeout will hopefully break the server for the Rise as well. The Mobsters, they're a big hit here at Nationwide Arena. Again, it's all about the experience. Let's talk more, Audrey, about we're very early in the match, but the keys needed for the Fury if they're going to overcome this 0-7 deficit that they're in. What do they need to do in this match?
Yeah, I feel like they need to believe, and Angel Perez is really trying to stay positive with this group, and they need to believe in the tight sets that they can finish it off. The second thing he mentioned is control first contact, and then of course they need to have offensive productions and win by committee. There's not one person on the Fury side of the net that's going to lead them to victory. It has to be a win by committee, and as we already mentioned, eliminating unforced errors.
All right, and that was the defense by committee. A great double block by Abby Walker and Kaylee Cox to get the serve back for the Fury. Cox goes hard. Grand Rapids answers with Carly Snyder. Come the Rise again with Snyder. It goes off the block and out of bounds. Point Grand Rapids.
Snyder exceptionally good with her hand-to-ball contact and doing whatever she wants. When she sees 4 hands right in front of her face, she's going to take that ball and wipe it off the right side blocker.
Rivera goes quick to Abby Walker. It works for the Fury to get the point.
That connection between Walker and Rivera has been so solid here in the first set. Walker's certainly capable of doing what she wants there. That time, 1 block in front of her, and she's going to chop it off the outside hand.
Abby Walker back to serve for the Fury. That one long. Point Rise. Service errors were a big deal in the early part of the season, the 7 matches for the Fury.
Right, and there's that fine line, right? You want to serve aggressively, and so you can handle a few errors, but you don't want to be prone to errors, especially at critical times in the match.
Kaylee Cox gets the kill for the Fury. All right, Audrey, let's talk about the keys for Grand Rapids in this match tonight.
Yeah, you know, if Pritchard can be hot like she's been hot the last 2 matches, I think they've got a great chance of winning. Kathy George makes great adjustments if needed, so they're going to be able to back up players that maybe are having an off night. But again, George is really, really focused on that first ball contact. They've got a lot of great players with ball control that can easily be inserted in the lineup should she need to make a change.
Yeah, second service error for the Fury there in a row. Cox attacking for the Fury, but it's wide. Point Rise.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate because we featured Paula Sarame in the Open. She's got a great touch on the ball and is passing nails right now. Just some unforced hitting errors, really giving those easy points, as we mentioned, to the Rise right now. So unfortunately, not going Columbus's way early in set 1.
No, the Grand Rapids Rise up right now, 16-9 in set 1. We'll take a short break. You're watching the Professional Volleyball Federation on YouTube. We are back at Nationwide Arena as the Columbus Fury hosts the Grand Rapids Rise in the Professional Volleyball Federation match. And it looks like we have a net violation on the Fury.
You know, when we talk about errors, there's been 7. 1 net violation right there, 1 serve receive violation, 3 attacks, and 2 serves. So that's 7, and it's 17-9. So eliminate those errors, and the score would be quite better it would be 9-10. So, you know, this is what has been the challenge for the Columbus Fury so far this season.
There's a service error this time for the Grand Rapids Rise. Audrey, talk about when the serve goes long, because I know there's a difference that coaches, whether they prefer the serve long or into the net when we're talking the error variation.
You never want the serve in the net. Sometimes servers are trying to get the passer high in the shoulder, so they're trying to go to a certain spot. You can't serve the ball in the lap of a good passer. You're trying to get the ball high, and with that sort of attempt, may sail the ball long a little bit. So those are acceptable errors. Middle of the net, never acceptable.
And that's what we've seen. These past few service errors by both teams have been long. Fury handles that attack from Pritchard. Here comes Rapach. She runs into the block, but it goes out of bounds. Point Fury.
I love how Rapach plays with a lot of aggressive swings. She doesn't care if she gets blocked. She's going to take a ball and go for it. That's a veteran swing right there.
And even though the score with the 7-point deficit for the Fury, both teams have 8 kills right now. There goes Pritchard. Fury attacks from the left side with Lush. Pritchard again. She'll try a second time. Tight one. And the Rise just couldn't get a handle on that one.
Yeah, that was kind of an ugly play. Grote there, she wishes she could get that one back, but good defense there by the middle, Kaylee Ramelsberg. She passed that ball, dug that ball over the net, and Grote simply couldn't handle it, so point Fury.
There's the serve into the net that we talked about that we don't like to see at all. Back serving for the Rise. And another one into the net, Erica Pritchard.
I like this substitution that the Fury is doing. They're doing a double sub right now. And so you'll see stringer number 12, the setter. She's coming in the backcourt.
and you're going to see number 30 for the Fury, Morgan Lewis, come in the front court. So you have a bigger block in the front court, your setters running the offense from the back court.
And another service error. This one into the net by Tori Stringer.
Yeah. You know, you just got to be able to come in, even though you're cold. You got to come in and you know, hit a target, put the ball in play. Especially, you don't want to give your opposing team, you know, point 20. So here we're seeing a lot of service errors. And,
nothing but service errors. That one by number 8, Maren Grote, for the Rise. That one was wide. Megan Lush will serve. And that's a big attack for the Rise and Ali Bastianelli.
Yeah, and I love Rasky. I love the way she sets the ball, and she moves it around, and she sets Bastianelli not all the way to the pin, but just behind enough so that that left side blocker on the Fury side of the net is not involved in the block.
Stringer goes to Morgan Lewis. Those were the 2 subs that were just made.
Yeah.
Stringer to Lewis, gets the point for the Fury.
Yeah, Lewis is certainly capable offensively. That time taking a little heat off the ball, and there you see placing it right in the inside right area of the court.
Here come the Rise. And they're successful again with Ali Bastianelli.
Yeah, when you pass the ball to your setter can run variable things offensively. That time, that B, that 31, which is a quick ball, pushed past the middle of the court. Great set.
And players are allowed to cross from their side of the court to the other side of the court to save the ball, but the attempt just wasn't successful there for the Fury. And the Fury taking another timeout in this first set as they trail 15-23 in set 1.
Yeah, it's a rough start for the Fury for sure. And we'll see, you know, this one might be out of reach for the Fury. We'll see what sort of lineup changes Coach Angel might make in the second set. You know, he's got quite a big arm in Raina Terry. She's certainly capable as a rookie. She's got a huge arm, and we've seen that in Big Ten conference play as she played for Illinois. So, you know, he's got a lot of depth in different positions. He needs a point scorer right now.
And right now, the Grand Rapid Rise, the first in that red zone.
It looks like Raina Terry is on the court. I must have missed that substitution because there she is in the left back area of the court. So Kaylee Cox, I believe, is out, and Raina Terry is in.
Raina Terry, number 16 for the Fury, played at the University of Illinois, but she is one of the homegrown girls we talked about. She played at Mintonette Club in Columbus, and she grew up in Marengo, Ohio, which is just about 40-45 minutes from Nationwide. She is a rookie. They go to her first. And as Audrey said, that's where you got to go if you want to get some points for the Fury.
She's definitely a hammer, and she plays with a lot of confidence. Where she gets a little bit susceptible is in serve-receive. So there you saw Courtney Lush taking her out of the serve-receive pattern, and you see that she takes up more space, freeing up Raina Terry to take those kinds of swings.
More substitutions for the Fury, trying to mix it up here to save some points at least in this first set. Rivera back in for Stringer. She'll serve. Rise go to Carly Snyder in the back row. Fury handles it. Again, they go to Raina Terry. Kaylee Nelson, they tried her twice for the Rise, but it was Raina Terry that stopped that ball. Great defense by Terry.
Yeah, she really does a good job of reading the play, gets her hands up and over. And what Raina Terry needs is balls in system. She needs the balls set to her when the setter's at the net to get that tempo and location. Oftentimes, she gets a ball that's out of system. She's not nearly as good as when she is in system.
And Terry makes the Rise pay for that overpass.
That's how you take care of business at the net, right? That is exactly what you're supposed to do. Get your feet to the ball, keep that ball in front of your shoulder, and swing away.
And this little run that the Fury's on, Raina Terry responsible for the last 3 points. Rise attacking with Pritchard. She goes way long, Point Fury.
Yeah, that swing was right in front of us, and I did not see a touch, but you gotta love how aggressive Erica Pritchard is. She's going for the hands clearly on that swing. Are they gonna challenge that one?
It looks like we will have a challenge. Again, the coaches get 2 challenges per set, so it's kind of strategic for Kathy George and the Grand Rapid Rise to call the challenge, whether it's going to go their way or not, to at least stop the Fury on their little run.
Absolutely. It's, you know, Kathy George knows what she's doing out there, right?
Yeah,
Her
yeah,
experience. She's a very talented coach and knows exactly how to try to help her team regain momentum, but clearly no touch on that one.
So the Rise will lose their challenge. They're down to 1 for the set. Kathy George coached the Rise in their inaugural season last year, and if you watch the PVF at all, the Rise made it to the top 4. They were 4th in the playoffs, and they upset the Atlanta Vibe, which was great. But then they had to take on the Supernova, who was the powerhouse in the league last year. Here comes Raina Terry again. Again, it's a Raina Terry point, and now the Fury's at 20.
One of the qualities you want in an outside hitter is to be fearless, and she is just going for it right now. You've got to appreciate the pressure that Raina Terry has been putting on this Grand Rapid Rise team as soon as she has entered this match. So she's been outstanding.
She's been outstanding both on offense and defense. She has 3 kills now for the Fury in her short time of play. She had that block. She's been scrambling, getting some digs. Again, she is just kind of really came in and been the little firecracker or the spark that we needed. And again, she got the Fury to 20. Fury was down 15 to 23. So here come the Fury. The Rise call the timeout, try to stop it.
You know, and as I look over the stats, things look even at this point. Both teams with 11 kills. Grand Rapid Rise, 2 aces. There have been no aces for the Fury, but digs are virtually even. Assists have been even, so this has been quite the comeback. We'll see if the Fury can continue the pressure and make this one a good first set.
Yeah, even the service errors that we talked about, both teams have been offenders of service errors at 4. And Wilma Rivera will be the server for the Fury. 20 serving 23. They go to their big gun, Pritchard. Fury handles it. The Rise tried a pancake, but it just didn't work. Ball hit the floor. Point Fury.
Oh, what a great change-up shot there. Look at that tip right in the middle of the court. A great defensive effort by the Rise, but that ball hit the ground. So Point Fury. Ooh.
And Rivera unfortunately goes into the net. We're now at set point for the Rise. Ali Bastianelli will serve it for the Rise.
Tough way to end the first set, getting ace. We talked about how important Paula Cerame needs to be in that first contact. She's let a couple go that clearly have been in. So heck of a serve by Bastianelli, getting that ball to go right on the end line, but a missed opportunity for the Fury to try and get this one a little bit closer to OW on their side of the net.
Heck of an opportunity there for the Fury. They really came back in that first set, so hopefully they keep that momentum going and don't let such a wide lead develop in the second set.
Yeah, and you know what? It's kind of like what Fury team is going to show up, the one there at the tail end of that first set or the one at the beginning of the set. You know, again, one of the keys for this team is the belief that they can get on the court and beat a team. And, you know, playing like that, giving your opponent easy points is really no way to get a W in this league because the teams are just too good. There's just so much talent. You have to earn your points.
Yeah, let's talk about the parity in the league because last night Thursday, Omaha won at Indy. Indy has been really doing well, but they won in 3. And Orlando also won in 3 at Atlanta last night, and that really brought the teams in the middle really close together. The Vegas Thrill leading the league right now 6-2, but everybody else from the Indy Ignite all the way down to the Valkyries, 4 or 5 wins.
Yeah, and one match apart from each other. Yeah. So, you know, other than San Diego Mojo, who currently is 3-4, and the Fury 0-7, everything is super tight in this Pro Volleyball Federation league.
And the Pro Volleyball Federation, like it worked last year, the top 4 teams, as we mentioned, will go to a playoff, and they play for $1 million that'll be divided by their roster. So again, Omaha won it last year. The Grand Rapid Rise, they were 4th, and they pulled the upset. So that was big, and that was super exciting to watch, the end of the year finish. But we have a lot of the season left. We go until May. We'll take a short break. We have a lot of this match left, so don't go away. We'll be back for set 2 in just a few moments on YouTube.
Fisher's Event Center in Indiana will play host to the inaugural PVF All-Star Match, February 22nd. Tickets are on sale now at provolleyball.com or scan the QR code for instant access.
We got it next. That's how you finesse. We come for their necks. Beautiful sweat. Balls blocked straight down. What a rocket out of the back. Now they calling my phone, yeah, but I'm all in my zone. They not a threat. Tell them reset.
She is absolutely white hot. And a nice block on the outside.
Yeah, all on my own, yeah. When they brought it back home.
What a final rally.
From club or high school courts to championship arenas, Spalding has been the trusted partner of volleyball players for generations. Our team of dedicated professionals isn't just about selling equipment, we're about supporting your journey. Spalding offers a comprehensive range of high-performance systems, nets, and accessories meticulously crafted for every skill level, budget, and playing style. Whether you're a seasoned pro or
Welcome back to the Pro Volleyball Federation's match between the Columbus Fury and Grand Rapid Rise in Columbus. I'm Erica Robbins along with Audrey Flaw. We are courtside and set 2 is now underway. Fury dropped the first set, but they really came back. They were down 14-20 and the match finished 25-21 for the Rise. Rise attacking with Erica Pritchard. Rena Terry, who came in big in that first set as a substitution, starting this second set for the Fury. Super long rally. Rivera sets Rapach. They run into the block, but here come the Fury again with Terry. And that one just a little too strong.
You know, stamina comes into play. You saw on the Fury side of the net, Rena Terry needing to take multiple swings and going aggressively, and then Ray Potch on the right side having to take multiple swings. So you've got to be in great physical shape to win rallies like that. You have to have a lot of different shots as well.
And there goes Rapach with her favorite shot that's just super strong, right to the back.
Love that Rapach was in the left front area of the court. Look at that set, a great opportunity to be able to hit that shot high line right over top of the block.
Rena Terry back to serve. She played her college ball at Illinois. Lots of Big Ten players in this league. Again, it's Rapach, a touch off the Rise player, kill for the Fury.
Well, the beast there on the right side for the Fury. They sure need her to take big swings like that. I love the way she goes off the blocker's hands. You can see the spin on that ball. Super difficult for the Rise to play behind that block defensively.
You mentioned the Big Ten, 6 Big Ten players on the Fury roster. 8 Big Ten players on the Rise roster. Megan Lush, big star for Penn State, her attack wide for the Fury.
Lush, just a veteran, experienced player, and Angel Perez really needs her on the floor for her leadership and stability. She's able to get some kills, but she's been struggling in the kill department so far tonight.
She struggled earlier in the season with a sore knee, so couldn't put her in all the time. Big, strong middle attack there for Janice Liao and the Fury.
Liao has not gotten a ton of playing time, but there you see in that last swing by her, great distance off the net, and she's able to really swing hard through that ball.
One-handed set for the Rise. Leaves them scrambling. Rapach runs into the block. Rivera sets the middle. Rise handles it. They attack with Pritchard, who runs into the Rapach block on that side.
Well, you got to feel good when your hands take control of the net and you stuff that ball right back down in your opponent's side of the net. So that's a great block there by Rapach.
Rapach. Been playing pro volleyball for 8 years. She knows what she's doing over there. There's Abby Walker, the rookie for the Fury, finishing it.
It's great to see the rookie and the veteran players and how they're meshing together in the second set here. Walker taking complete control over that ball, just swinging away. It's a great point for the Fury.
Megan Lush wanted to touch on that call, but the point is given to the Rise. Back to serve for the Rise, Kaylee Nelson. Rise attacking with Pritchard, she goes off speed. Rivera goes to Rapach again. Erica Pritchard running into that Fury block. Lush goes off speed and finds the hole on the Rise floor.
Well, that's what Megan Lush does. She just is able to see the opening there, takes advantage. That's a tip that you don't often see, that deep tip in the middle of the court. So hats off to Megan Lush. What a great opportunity for her team to score on that one because she had vision and control. Hand-to-ball contact was exceptional.
Erica Pritchard serving for the Rise. Tight one for Rivera. Set Lush, she goes strong that time. Lush, again with the off speed, almost works. There's a joust at the net. Fury again attacking. Rise managed to get the free ball back over. Here comes the Fury attack again with the big strong arm of Raina Terry. Terry will set Lush this time. What a rally. Fury forced to free ball it over. Rise will set their offense with Snyder. Rivera goes to Rapach. What a great rally. And the setter for the Rise, that lefty, Rasky, tried to do her left arm attack, and the Fury was like, not happening today.
And everybody needs to take a breath. You see Rise coming together, talking about that play. And I mean, you got to appreciate the aggressiveness on both sides of the net. You see Raina Terry taking an opportunity to tie her shoe. So everybody needs to take a deep breath after that exceptional Incredible rally. It was like the most aggressive peppering over the net that I've ever seen. It was awesome.
Yeah, and professional volleyball, it moves so fast. These athletes, Audrey, I mean, we get the pleasure of watching courtside, but again, watching at home on YouTube, just that rally, the points, that even on broken plays, their hands are so fast. They keep it alive. It gets extended a lot longer.
Yeah, you know, it's just great defensive gets and great instincts. These women know and they can almost read what's happening before it happens. And take a look at Raina Terry. I believe that's her 4th kill of the night, and she again has just been carrying such an offensive load for the Fury. It's exactly what Angel Perez needs from his left side attacker.
And it's the Grand Rapid Rise that take the timeout because the Fury lead this second set 8-4. And again, it's a game of momentum. We talked about it. Fury had that momentum. They didn't win that first set, but they really, really came back. So it's been successful so far here.
Yeah, it's about momentum, and it's volleyball's a game of errors too. You just don't want to give your team give your opponent a ton of easy points. We've talked about it a lot in this match because we're seeing a lot of unforced errors. For the Fury, 13, for the Rise, only 6. And so if the Fury can clean up and play a little bit more consistently, be aggressive, take those risks, but not those, you know, unforced errors. You know, think about the risk versus reward. You know, I think they've got a chance to beat this Grand Rapid Rise team. Tonight could be their night. They sure have the backing of the fans here in Nationwide Arena.
Yeah, and Fury now leads the stat column for kills at 18 kills to the Rise's 12. It's the Aces, 3 points that the Rise got from Aces made a difference too, and especially in that first set. Again, the Fury goes with Raina Terry. She goes hard. Abby Walker in the big block from the middle for the Fury.
Well, what a great defensive get on the other side of the net by the Rise. Ogilvy just taking a really hard shot by Raina Terry, but then it was all about the block by Abby Walker, sealing the net and doing what her job is in the middle, and that is to block some balls for points.
Rasky goes to Snyder. Big finish for her for the Rise.
Rasky does her job, gets her outside hitter one-on-one. Take a look at this replay. One-on-one, that means your setter did her job. She held the middle blocker, and it gave her outside hitter a great opportunity. Lots of net, lots of court to swing into.
Rapach goes off speed, and Kaylee Nelson thought it might be in and tried to get a hand on it.
Well, so far, Rapach has been so impressive, mixing up her shots. You see she's an option in the backcourt there. Just a little top spin for a point.
Service error for the Fury. The setter for the Rise, August Rasky, will go back to serve. She played at the University of Oregon. 6 years experience in professional volleyball. But she'll get a service error that time long.
Yeah, and let's talk a little bit more about Rasky. I really, really like her court presence out there.
You like her because she's left-handed.
I do like her, that she's left-handed, but I like her court presence. I think she's very feisty and she's controlled and she's able to get her hitters great opportunities to score because she's so offensive.
And that's what you get with a seasoned professional like Rasky. You want that kind of setter, but wow, what a serve that was by Wilma Rivera.
Rivera is one of the top servers in this league, and there you see a tough serve gives Liao an opportunity to take care of an overpass.
Another nice, strong serve by Rivera. It'll be an ace, the first ace for the Fury of the match.
Well, and even if she's not getting aces, like the previous serve, she's giving her team an opportunity to win the point because the serve is aggressive and in. Now we need her to string some more serves over the net and in.
Rivera played at Louisville. Carly Snyder for the Rise. Rivera goes to Raina Terry, and that'll be a kill for Raina Terry.
Raina Terry really feeling it tonight, taking those big swings. I like that she's going high. Sometimes she tends to want to bury the ball down, so that time sees the block and goes after it.
Off the tape for Rivera this time. Tight for the Rise. Rise will get the serve back. It'll be Carly Snyder this time. And there's another service error. This time it's the Rise that's on a streak of service errors.
Yeah, and I will take that error, though. I mean, look at the velocity and look at the distance that she missed that serve. Not that much, and it really is a very aggressive and is going to put pressure on that serve-receive team for the Fury.
Overpass by the Rise. Net violation by the Rise there too. Point Fury.
And this is where Pritchard kind of gets in a little bit of a funk on serve receive. There are times when she's in rhythm. Tonight, it seems like the Fury is going after her, and she has been passing some overpasses. Haven't been perfect passes at any rate to keep her setter in system.
So it looks like the Grand Rapids Rise take a timeout. The fans are excited. The Fury up 15-7 in set 2. We'll take a short break and be back from Nationwide Arena. Welcome back to Professional Volleyball Federation play. It's the Columbus Fury hosting the Grand Rapids Rise tonight. Fury up in set 2, 15-7. After dropping what became a close set 1. The score of that one was the Rise 25. Fury came back to get 21 points. So it's the Fury, the home team, with the momentum right now. Looks like we're gonna, after the timeout, it's now a video review of the last call. The call, if you remember, right before the timeout was taken, was a net violation on the Rise, and Kathy George, the head coach and vice president of volleyball operations for the Rise, wants a video review of that call.
Let's take a look at what we see here. Violation.
They called her for, I believe, over the plane.
Right. It says no net touch there. I don't believe you can review if the ball is over the plane of the net, so that is...
Okay,
yeah.
That's what she wants to review, but he did make the signal for the over the plane.
Yeah.
When we were watching the live play.
Yeah, I really think it was Kathy George trying to still the momentum from the Fury, not only calling a timeout, but then a video replay challenge.
We've really taken a lull here in the action, and again, the Fury, it's a game of momentum.
And then there was a net touch after, so we have no net fault. The team was wrong on the challenge.
So the Grand Rapids Rise will lose that challenge again. They get 2 challenges per set. So Kathy George using 1 now. She has 1 left for the remainder of the set. Fury still have both their challenges for set 2. Raina Terry from Marengo, Ohio will serve. Rise go with Pritchard. It's off the block. Rapach runs into the Rise block, but it hits the floor on the Grand Rapids side. Point Fury.
And it was at about this point last time these two teams played here nationwide that Kathy George replaced Pritchard with another player. So we'll see if she keeps Pritchard on the floor or subs her out.
That one goes off the Fury block. Point Rise.
Last time it was Paige Briggs, number 13, that was subbed in for Pritchard. But Kathy George showing a lot of confidence in Pritchard and keeping her in there.
There's Pritchard attacking for the Rise, and it works.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate play again by the Fury. A good block touch, and the drop-off blocker here is too far off. You see Megan Lush all the way back at the 10-foot line playing her defensive position and wasn't able to play or scramble and get that defensive play that came off the blocker's hands.
Rivera sets Rapach. Rise go with Pritchard again, who gets it done.
You know, a sign of a great outside hitter is not letting one skill affect your swing, because your swing is super important. So even if the passing game's not there for Pritchard, she needs to continue to take those aggressive swings when she's in the front row.
That one was a nice quick swing by Kaylee Nelson.
Yeah, the Fury's not going to win by sending free balls over the net. So being out of system a couple times sets up this opportunity for Grand Rapids to just set whomever they want. That time, a quick set just gets thrown down. I believe it was Merrick Grote in the middle with that swing.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong, Erica. I'm not sure. I thought I saw Grote.
Okay. So let's talk about the leading attackers.
Absolutely.
For the Fury, it has been Rapach, number 2, with 8 kills. And for the Rise, Carly Snyder stepping up with 5 kills. But Pritchard also has 5 kills. And again, these two players, those are your back-to-back players of the week in the PVF.
Yeah, and I really enjoy watching both of those players swing from the left side. The challenge for both of these teams is, can they get their middles involved? Rapach is a right side for the Fury. Can the Rise get that right side attacker going? Because that's going to be what the balances that we talk about, that teams that are successful have. They've got all kinds of weapons in different areas, not only in the front court, but in the back court. We've seen Snyder and Erica Pritchard get sets in the back court. So that right side attack, middle attack, that's what Kathy George wants to see, a more balanced attack out of her team. And we can say the same for the Fury. Middles are very capable of swinging and winning some points. And if they pass well enough, watch for that ball to be pumped to the middle.
All right, let's see what happens. The Rise coming out of the timeout with the serve. Fury go to their franchise player, Megan Lush.
Love how she delays, and then she comes in so fast and hard and takes the swing. Ball inside set, gets her feet to the ball, and just rips one cross court.
Janice Liao serves it into the net for the Fury.
Angel Perez, I'm sure, will be working with his middle hitters in the service game. It's so crucial to be able to stay in, play a little defense, get your serve in. It's as important as being a front row attacker and blocker.
That was service error number 8 for the Fury to 6 service errors for the Rise. Erica Pritchard, she goes hard. And it looks like there was a touch, or it was, looks like it was in. Caught that, look,
Oh,
it nicked the line. Nicked the line. From our view, it looked way out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, I do love the Bolt system. It's instant and it's accurate. Rapach goes nice and hard, so it flies off the block and out of bounds.
Yeah, never underestimate the power of a good bump set. That was a spectacular placement bump set by Paula Sarame. So she does her job as a non-setter, putting up such a hittable ball on that right pin.
And the Rise answer with Carly Snyder.
Snyder's so good. I just love everything about her game. I've already mentioned that, but I like that she's an option in the backcourt. And when she's one-on-one like that and has all kinds of space along the net to swing into, she is going to score. She's got a bunch of different shots, different angles. Such a fun player to watch.
Carly Snyder was Miss Michigan volleyball. Oh, and there's one off the tape that gets the ace for the Rise.
This is where, if you're a Columbus Fury player, you have to just stay calm, realize one more point, and you're in the red zone. You've got point 20. There it is.
And there's service error number 7 for the Rise. Again, this match, both teams, several service errors. The Fury with 8 and the Rise now with 7. Fury first into the red zone at 20. 20 serving 15. It's Megan Lush. She likes to go with that off-speed floater serve. Rise run into the big force in the middle, known as Abby Walker. Abby Walker played at John Glenn High School in New Concord, then went on to the University of Cincinnati, so she's one of those homegrown girls we talked about for the Fury. Tight. And the Rise makes the Fury pay for that pass.
Well, we see Georgiadis in as the defensive libero. She was in. You've got to be able to control the dig. You've got to be able to play the ball, and play it even at the 10-foot line is better than the overpass.
Again, there's another great pass to start the play by Sarah May. Rise attacking with Snyder. Rivera, she'll go to her big hitter, Raina Terry. And again, it's Megan Courtney Lush with all that experience and just being able to see the court so well.
Well, yeah, and she knows where people are before she gets the set. She sees that this area of the court is wide open and exploits it like the veteran that she is. Love that play by Courtney.
And that's off the Fury and out of bounds. Point Rise. Back to serve for the Rise, the setter, August Rasky. Raina Terry's attack there was wide.
Yeah, that was the right side attacker, I believe, which is Rapach.
Oh.
Raina Terry, you can see she's pinched all the way to the left side. She's clearly a target if she doesn't have a lot of area.
There she goes.
To
it's like, let me show you how I want to do it.
And if she's able to get a good pass, taking responsibility for a small piece of that court, then she's able to take those swings. There's not a defense that's set to hit a ball that's on that perimeter line of the court. Well done.
Fury now at 23, Rivera. Fury can't get a handle on that one. Rise hanging around again. In that first set, it was very exciting. We saw the Fury work their way back to the red zone.
Fury in rotation 1, so Terry is on the right side, Rapach is on the left, but it doesn't matter because the serve is in the net. I always like that rotation to see the versatility in the hitters hitting at different points along the net.
And here we are at set point in the second set for the Columbus Fury. It's Raina Terry. Angel Perez participating when he shouldn't be.
And there's a substitution that we were talking about. Paige Briggs in the front row for the Grand Rapid Rise, playing that left side position.
Off the tape, Fury keep it alive. Megan Lush. Rise will answer. And they answer nice and strong with Paige Briggs-Romine.
You know, she is so impressive. An undersized outside hitter standing at 5'10", but again, just being totally aggressive, not fearing the block, but instead going after the block to get her point.
Paige Briggs-Romine played last year, the Omaha Supernova. We talked about all the shuffling that happens in this league. It's the Fury that take the timeout in this set two, trying to finish it. We're at match point, 24-21. It is rally scoring. So this serve is very important for the Grand Rapids Rise.
Yeah, and we always talk about the game within the game, the serve-pass game. So if the Rise just deliver an easy ball on serve to the Fury, they're going to be able to be in system and just hit at will. So you've got to have enough pace on the ball when you're serving at this point. You have to have confidence on the end line to hit your target or hit the ball, serve the ball between passers, whatever the coach signals you to serve, you've got to be able to execute that when it is tight. So right now, a lot of pressure on Bastianelli to serve a good aggressive serve.
All right, it is Ali Bastianelli. 6 years of professional volleyball experience, played at the University of Illinois. We'll see what she does. Serve is in and on target, as Audrey mentioned. Rivera goes to Rapach, and that'll finish the second set for the Fury, 25-21. So we are now tied at 1 set apiece here at Nationwide Arena. You're watching the Professional Volleyball Federation on YouTube TV.
NCAA women's volleyball has never been more electrifying. The action is non-stop. The energy is explosive. Experience the intensity live. Sign up for pre-sale news and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
Fisher's Event Center in Indiana will play host to the inaugural PVF All-Star Match, February 22nd. Tickets are on sale now at provolleyball.com or scan the QR code for instant access.
We got it next. That's how you finesse. We come for they next.
Beautiful swing. Balls blocked straight down. What a rocket out of the back.
Now they calling my phone, yeah, but I'm all in my zone. They not a threat. Tell them reset.
She is absolutely white hot. And a nice block on the outside.
All on my own, yeah. Went and brought it back
What a
home.
final rally.
From club or high school courts to championship arenas, Spalding has been the trusted partner of volleyball players for generations. Our team of dedicated professionals isn't just about selling equipment, we're about supporting your journey. Spalding offers a comprehensive range of high-performance systems, nets, and accessories meticulously crafted for every skill level, budget, and playing style. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, Spalding's knowledgeable staff will guide you, equip you, and cheer you on every step of the way.
When I hear it coming up like that, I just know that things are gonna end bad. La 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 la, I'll just keep dropping it, like there's no stopping it. Then walk with it. La 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 la, I'll just keep dropping it, like there's no stopping it. Then walk with it. La 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 la.
Pro Volleyball Federation Season 2. Tickets available now.
We got it next. That's how you finesse. cover their necks.
Beautiful comeback swing. Ball is blocked straight down. What a rocket out of the back.
Now they calling my phone, yeah, but I'm all in my zone. They not good. Tell them reset.
She is absolutely white hot. And a nice block on the outside.
All on my own, yeah. Went and brought it back
What a
home.
final rally.
From club or high school courts to championship arenas, Spalding has been the trusted partner of volleyball players for generations. Our team of dedicated professionals isn't just about selling equipment, we're about supporting your journey. Spalding offers a comprehensive range of high-performance systems, nets, and accessories meticulously crafted for every skill level, budget, and playing style. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, Spalding's knowledgeable staff will guide you, equip you, and cheer you on every step of the way.
NCAA women's volleyball has never been more electrifying. The action is non-stop. The energy is explosive.
Welcome back courtside at Nationwide Arena. I'm Erica Robbins along with Audrey Flaw. We are at the Columbus Fury Grand Rapids Rise match, and we have a very special guest. This is the CEO of the PVF, the Professional Volleyball Federation, Jen Spiker. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me so much, Erica. Appreciate it.
I love the PVF, and something different that you're doing this year versus last year. We now have an all-star match. It's going to happen on February 22nd. Tell me about that.
February 22nd at the Fishers Event Center in Indianapolis. My team is working right now. Fan voting stopped at 5 p.m. local time.
Okay.
We had over 11,000 people vote, and my team is working right now to assemble those teams and make them very, very even, and we're going to be announcing those on Tuesday.
Okay, it'll be 2 rosters of 12, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. 2 rosters of 12, and we've got some fantastic honorary coaches. Dave Shondell was announced yesterday. He's the legendary 23-year head coach of Purdue, and Michelle Collier, who has been 12 years at Georgia Tech. We're so excited to have both of them with us.
Yeah. Talk to us a little bit about your co-host. That was an exciting announcement as well.
Shawn Johnson East, our 4-time Olympian gymnast, and Jalen Rose, right?
Love
Former
him.
Indiana Pacer, volleyball dad.
Right.
You guys have no idea how many volleyball dads are NBA players.
Oh,
Steph
yeah.
Curry, Patrick Ewing. I mean, it's amazing.
And volleyball, what a sport. I mean, it's just lit up, and that's why we have professional volleyball in the United States for people to watch, and these women get to play in their home states, which is great.
Yep, they're doing a great job too.
Well,
They're bringing it out every night.
We're excited that you came to join us, and we're excited that we're tied at 1 set apiece. So we are going to let Jen go back into the stands to cheer, and we'll take a short break and be back with more from Nationwide Arena.
NCAA women's volleyball has never been more electrifying. The action is non-stop. The energy is explosive. Experience the intensity live. Sign up for pre-sale news and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
Fishers Event Center in Indiana will play host to the inaugural PVF All-Star Match, February 22nd. Tickets are on sale now at provolleyball.com or scan the QR code for instant access.
We got it next. That's how you finesse. We cover their necks.
Beautiful comeback swing.
Welcome back courtside to Nationwide Arena. I'm Erica Robbins with Audrey Flaw. We have another special guest joining us from Western Kentucky. This guy, you're famous in Michigan. Western Michigan Hilltoppers coach, numerous Coach of the Year awards and all kinds of experience, but you have a couple girls here tonight you're watching for sure.
It's a really special night, you know, to have one player on each side of the net. You know, Kaylee Cox with the Fury and and Paige Briggs-Romine on the Grand Rapids Rise side. It's just really rewarding to see, and just really brings me a lot of energy after 30 years in this sport to see what's going on in the United States in volleyball right now. It's just terrific.
Yeah. Talk to me a little bit about just women's professional volleyball. As you mentioned, you've been in the game for 30 years. Did you ever imagine that this would happen in the United States?
No, I never imagined it would happen, but what I really never imagined that it would be done so well so soon. When you walk in this venue, this is professional sports, and you feel it from the moment you walk in the door, and they're tremendous athletes. They're coached at a high level, and I'm just really, really proud of what this has become in such a short time in terms of legitimizing itself as a professional sport, because these are great athletes. We've known that for a very long time, and for them to have that opportunity now to showcase their skill in such a high-level environment is just really, really special.
Yeah, and tell us a little bit about what it was like coaching these two players that we see out on the court.
Yeah,
tonight.
you know, I mean, you see the level of physicality that's out there, and at Western Kentucky, you know, we're not always getting the biggest, most physical kid, and so what you get in Kaylee Cox and Paige Romine are two really, really well-developed, skilled athletes. They're 6 rotation players. They impact winning in a lot of ways, and they sure impacted winning for us, and now they're such a vital part of their franchises here, and it's really, really fun to watch them.
Coached them well.
Thank you.
And to have a rookie, Kaylee being a rookie here in Columbus, I'm sure that warmed your heart when you saw her got drafted. Like every year, are you watching the draft?
It's been tremendous. You know, Kaylee and I started talking about this way back early in the fall, and her dream was to do this. And so, you know, we're just really, really proud for both of them.
All right. Well, we thank you so much for joining us, Travis, courtside. We appreciate it. We're going to take one more short break and be back with more action from Nationwide Arena.
NCAA women's volleyball has never been more electrifying. The action is non-stop. The energy is explosive. Experience the intensity live. Sign up for pre-sale news and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
Fisher's Event Center in Indiana will play host to the inaugural PVF All-Star Match, February 22nd. Tickets are on sale now at provolleyball.com or scan the QR code for instant access.
We got it next. That's how you finesse.
We just started the action with the third set. And the Grand Rapid Rise out of system. The Fury tries to make them pay, but they've regrouped. Go with Pritchard. Sarah May keeps it alive for the Fury. And again, a great dig by Paula Sarah May. Raina Terry went nice and strong, but there was no touch there at the net by the Rise.
Well, what a dig on the libero, Paula Sarame, for the Fury. And we saw a great dig on the other side of the net by the libero, Elena Ogilvy. 2 spectacular bros on both sides of the net, keeping the ball alive, making this first point a tremendous one to watch.
And again, if you're just joining us, we are split at 1 set apiece. Grand Rapids took the first set. They had quite a gap to come back. The Fury came back and made it 21-25 in that first set. And the Fury kind of took that momentum with them into the second set. The second set stats, Fury led in kills 27-25. The errors, the Fury also led in errors, but they came away with that second set win.
Yeah, you know what? It's been an even match, and let's take a look at this challenge. There was no touch on that, although I sworn I saw Picky move back, and I think everybody in Nationwide would agree with me that there was a touch.
That's
Megan Courtney Lush is the captain. She is going to be speaking to the up official about that call. Everybody could have sworn there was a touch, but nonetheless, point goes to the Grand Rapid Rise.
And again, that's just the first point of set 3. Rivera, it's tied at the net for the joust. And that's definitely off the out-of-bounds pole as it falls off the net by Erica Pritchard.
Yeah, antenna, when the ball hits the antenna, obviously out of bounds. That was an aggressive swing, such an aggressive swing that it knocked the antenna off. And that sometimes happens. We will have the down official adjust that. And as many people know, it lines up with the sideline, so it is an extension of the sideline up past the net.
Yeah, and let's talk a little more about the challenges, Audrey, because they did, the Fury challenged that very first point. You get 2 challenges per set. The Fury lost the challenge, so now they only have 1, and the challenges go off-site. So,
yeah. And that's a risky one to challenge. It's only 1 point into this third set. So Angel Perez must have thought that there was a touch in order to call it.
Rivera, who was a big serving force in set 2, gets the ace to open set 3 for the Fury.
Not only is she bringing the heat, but she's hitting the target that she wants, which is Erica Pritchard. So not only is it an aggressive swing, but it is on target, giving her team the best opportunity to get a point.
Let's see what target Rivera goes for this time. Rise, go on the right side and get the answer by Kaylee Nelson.
Well, Rasky does an exceptional job of moving that set inside. You see where she swung from? It wasn't at the antenna, it was inside the court, using the entire length of that net, being offensive, not only from the right pin, but inside that right area of the court as well.
Marina Terry tries to surprise the Rise with something off speed since she's been so strong hitting. And there's the challenge that the coaches can do in the middle of a point. They can hit their iPad and the horn goes off.
Kathy George thinking that that pancake from the Fury was actually not successful and that that ball hit the court instead of completely hitting the back of
And they have to call it in the middle of the point, right? They cannot wait until the end of the point because then it's a mute point.
Correct.
Once something happens. So they have to do it in the middle of the point.
Yeah.
Okay, and it does stop play. Again, Kathy George has 2 challenges. We're early in this third set. The Fury used their first challenge on the first play, and it looks like there was a floor touch. So the point will go to the Grand Rapids Rise. So that was good by Kathy George.
Yeah.
Point ends. Keep the challenge.
Yeah, I do want to mention number 7, Raven Colvin is in for the Grand Rapid Rise. One of my favorite players out of Purdue, played for Shondell, who is actually, as Jen Spiker mentioned, going to be one of the honorary coaches at the All-Star match. Raven Colvin, just a rookie, and she has an exciting, exciting career in front of her as a professional player.
Yeah, she made her professional debut on Sunday, January 26th, when the Grand Rapid Rise was here in that reverse sweep that we talked about at the Open. Big block by Janice Lau there.
Yeah, that's a trap set. Low, tighted inside. I like to call that the kiss of death for an outside hitter. And that ball goes right into the blocker's hand. So what do you do when you get a set like that? Easy tip, reset the point. Give your defense an opportunity to play off the block and then give your offense a chance to regroup.
Go with Colvin. And it looks like we have a challenge.
I think that was a net touch. And the ball, I believe, is going to go to the Grand Rapid Rise.
All right, we have a net touch. Scoreboard is caught up. We are tied at 4s. In set 3, that serve is way long. We talked about service errors, and again, Both teams have been delinquent from behind the service line. The Fury have 8 service errors, and that latest service error by the Rise is service error number 9 for them as a team. And we're just trading service errors again at this point. We had a stretch where we did that in set 1 where both teams did service errors. Rivera goes quick set to Abby Walker. Carly Snyder, nice and strong for the Rise, and that'll get the kill as Megan Lush's pass was wide.
Yeah, and again, what I like about Snyder is she'll take any ball that she gets. If it's a good set, she's going to hammer it. If it's not a great set, she's going to get her feet to the ball and do the best that she can with any set she's given.
Sarah May sets it for Lush. There's Snyder again for the Rise. The Fury's answering with their powerhouse, Raina Terry. The Fury want to touch. The Fury will challenge that call.
Ooh. I love how Colvin comes down and says
tries to sell it.
No touch, and is trying to sell it as best she can. And on the opposite side of the net, they're saying touch and trying to sell that touch. But ultimately, Angel Perez for the Fury is calling for the replay. We'll see how this one goes. But as you mentioned, if this does not go the Fury's way, they have no challenges left. Now,
no touch.
Yeah, that ball went wide of Raven Colvin's forearm, so
Yep.
not a touch. He
And
is, yeah.
professional volleyball, so high tech. Like, it's, you can't, I mean, you can question it, but yes, you have to be certain when you make those calls. And now Angel Perez out of challenges for the Fury. The attack by Pritchard from the back row into the net for the Rise. Isabella Rapach back to serve. She's now our first person in double-digit kills for the night. She has 10 so far. But Carly Snyder will get that one for the Rise.
And Pritchard does a good job of controlling that really tough serve. And then, again, Snyder using that tool that she has of wiping the ball off the blocker's hands.
Raven Colvin to serve. That one goes long. That's service error number 10 for the Rise.
I really like Coach Angel Perez's strategy of putting number 7, Georgianis, in as a defensive player as the libero, not using the sub when she's in. She comes in and out for Paula Cerame.
The block off the Fury block and out of bounds. Point Rise.
You'll see Paula Cerame coming in, Georgianis out. Paula Cerame seems to have better passing numbers, and that's why he makes that switch.
That's kill number 11 for Carly Snyder on the Rise. Rivera goes on the slide to Abby Walker. It won't work this time. Point Grand Rapids. From the back row for the Fury will get the kill. Kill number 11.
How nice is it to have that outlet in the back court? Things aren't going great. Setter's moving off the court, and you've got a big swing option to go to in the back court. Rapach delivering a crucial point for her team.
Abby Walker tried to go down that sideline for the Fury, but that'll be service error number 10 for the Fury. Rivera goes to Raina Terry. She goes nice and hard. Back to Terry. Rivera goes to the opposite side to Rapach. Rapach finds that line.
Again, Rapach is such an exceptional outlet in the backcourt. This is a definite play that the Fury needs to keep getting better at and keep using We see Rapach scoring beautifully on that one, and we don't see that D ball enough. So I'd love to see Rapach getting that ball in the backcourt.
Another service error, this one in the net for Wilma Rivera and the Fury. That's service error number 11. Grote to serve this time for the Rise. She played at the University of Washington. She played for the Rise last year, and she'll get a service error for the Rise. We're now at 11 service errors apiece. Raina Terry to serve for the Fury. Grote makes the Rise pay for, or excuse me, Rapach makes the Rise pay for that overpass.
And that's the target. They're going after Pritchard, and the serve receive pattern, Pritchard is just pinched over to the left side, so Terry really trying to get the ball in her lap.
Here come the Rise on the attack with Pritchard. She runs into the Fury block. Point Columbus.
You know, and it's a strategy that most teams have. Force that outside hitter to do a lot. Get them really tired. Serve tons of balls at them. Force them to really focus and have to make play after play after play. And Pritchard, a veteran, but here you can see struggling quite a bit on serve receive.
Another overpass that Rapach makes the Rise pay for. Point Fury, we're tied at 12 now. Pritchard runs into the Fury block. Grand Rapids resets with Pritchard. This time it works. Point Grand Rapids.
Yeah, Pritchard had to work to get out of that serve receive pattern. The entire Rise team had to work. Not only was Raina Terry serving aggressively, the ball was dropping, it was hitting targets, and Angel Perez has got to be pleased with a few players on the end line really doing their job and putting pressure on the serve receive players that are in the pattern.
In to serve for the Grand Rapids Rise. She was a Fury player last year, and she's an Ohio State Buckeye. Number 3, Valerina Leon. Looks like we're going to have a challenge on that call. The point was called for the Fury.
Yeah, I thought I saw a net violation on Grand Rapids Rise, but quickly head coach Kathy George called for a challenge. So we'll see what she is challenging and ultimately who wins this point.
And Grand Rapids still has their 2 full challenges for this set. Fury out of challenges. Let's talk a little bit more about the substitution, Audrey. We love Valeria.
Yeah, Valeria Leon, she is, as you mentioned, a former Buckeye, a great player for the Fury last year. I was able to chat with her a little bit before the match, and just always a big smile, great personality, a veteran player, has a ton of experience on the Puerto Rican national team. She had a great pro career, but as it turned out, ended up leaving the Columbus Fury and obviously playing for the Rise tonight.
Yeah, she played in 24 matches last year for Columbus, had 270 digs and 65 assists. And she's an 8-year veteran of professional volleyball. Again, a lot of these women, they've played for many, many years in other countries, Puerto Rico, Europe and Asia, and that's the beauty of this league. We've talked about it, they get to come back.
And they're challenging the net touch.
So Grand Rapids will win their challenge and get the point. Crowd not happy.
Not pleased at all.
Leon will serve once again. Lush tries to go off speed. Fury go with Rapach. Off the block and out of bounds. Point Fury.
Yeah, if the block is not big hands over the net, Rapach will take a look at where the hands are and go after it. And I like that cross-court shot. Ball set inside. She's, again, got to get her feet to the ball. Look where she lands, almost in the middle of the court, but takes advantage of the hands in front of her.
Pritchard.
Ooh.
What a perfect swing and kill.
It's all about tempo and location. A great pass by Valeria Leon, a nice quick set by Raschke to the outside, and then it's all Pritchard with that. Tons of power behind that arm.
It looked like they just muscle memory. That's what they do every day in practice. It looked perfect from over here. The Fury wanted a touch on that one. Again, Fury out of challenges. The ball was definitely out. And it looks like the Fury will take a timeout. The home team down by 2 in set 3. We will take a short break and be right back with more Professional Volleyball Federation action from Nationwide Arena. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Professional Volleyball from the PVF, the Professional Volleyball Federation. I'm Erica Robbins, along with Audrey Flaw. The Columbus Fury hosting the Grand Rapids Rise. As we've been talking about, the Fury looking for their very first win of the season. They are unfortunately 0-7, but they are hungry to change that right now. And the Grand Rapids Rise riding on a 4-game win streak. And we are all split at 1 set apiece. Fury wins that point in this 3rd set.
Now welcome to the big times, Colvin, as that ball gets put right back at her. I hope she's okay. I think it got her eye, but she's a champ. She's tough. She's on. She wants the next set for sure.
Carly Snyder goes strong for the Rise. Megan Lush turns around and gets her fingertips on it. They'll go back to Snyder again to finish that point.
Ball was set inside. Why does a setter change the location of the set? It's to give her hitters an opportunity to run past the block. Executed perfectly there by the Rise.
Colvin serving for the Rise. Fury goes to Rapach. Again, it's Snyder for the Rise. Rivera goes to the middle, Abby Walker. Snyder again for the Rise. Raina Cherry, nice and strong, but too long.
Yeah, I almost feel like Raina needs that ball set just a little bit higher so she can get some top spin on that ball, but she is really going after it. I love the aggressiveness in which we're seeing her play tonight.
Rivera, speaking of aggressiveness, goes to her big middle, Abby Walker.
Raina Terry with a perfect pass there. Take a look at where the setter is setting the ball from. Right in the setter's pocket, right into Abby Walker's hands.
Again, it looked textbook from here. The set, like you said, the pass, the set, the hit. That one, unfortunately, off the block by Raina Terry.
Raschke just doing what she does best, taking balls and moving them around as a setter. Not only is she setting perfectly tonight, but she's also taking tight tight passes and attacking the ball. Big point for her.
It's a race to 20. Right now the Rise lead at 19-16. Rivera sets Terry. Rapach runs into the block of Carly Snyder.
Snyder just staying home on the block, reading the play, being patient, not leaving at all. There you can see that she knows exactly where her hitter is. Rapach, even though she's backcourt, is the left front's responsibility. Nicely done there by Carly Snyder, number 4 for the Rise.
Now that we're in the red zone, it looks like the Fury have taken another timeout. Welcome back to PVF Volleyball on YouTube. I'm Erica Robbins along with Audrey Flaw. We are in the midst of set 3. The Fury had just taken a timeout trying to break the Rise, and the Rise now up 21-16.
Set location a little too tight there. Not much Raina Terry could do with that ball.
Rivera will set Terry. She goes off speed and gets the kill for the Fury.
Well, that's what happens when you're defending a powerful swing like Raina Terry has. You're back on your heels, ready for the bomb to come your way. And then if you can just place that nice little roll shot, nice topspin shot in the middle of the court, chances are you're going to find some area to swing and score.
Rise, big block from Janice Liao.
You know, Liao is not doing much offensively, but boy, she is getting points with her block and defense. There you see her sealing the net, staying home. That's exactly what Angel Perez needs from his middles.
Lee Walker, the middle, serving for the Fury. Carly Snyder, a successful off-speed attack for the Rise there. Snyder is back to serve now for the Rise. Rise up 22-18 in set 3. Rivera goes to Raina Terry. She'll go hard this time. Erica Pritchard tries to tip it. Fury handle it. Again, Pritchard. She finds that back line. Point Rise.
Well, this is what you're going to see in this league. It's going to take multiple swings in order to win the point. When the left side getting blocked first, then coming back, and again, being aggressive and confident that you can score on the second or maybe even third attempt. That's what this league is all about. Very rarely do you get clean swings on that left side. You got to work for your points.
All right, and speaking of points and kills, we're tied actually 35 kills apiece for each team. So it's been pretty evenly matched. If you're just joining us, the first set, the Rise took 25-21, and then the second set, the Fury took 25-21. Erica Pritchard, player of the week
and
for
there
the Rise.
Yeah, there you see why. Her previous kill down the line deep. That one sharp, hard, cross-court past the block. So she's got a lot of different shots.
Set point now for the Rise. Rote serving. It goes long. Raina Terry back to serve now for the Fury. Erica Pritchard runs into the Fury block. It's over. What great defense by the Fury to stay awake on that one.
Yeah, I'm telling you what, Georgiadis does a great job of digging the ball, never giving up, showing grit and determination on that play.
Georgiadis was the 2023 Big 12 Libero of the Year at Houston.
Yeah, two-time All-American. She knows how to dig a ball.
Yeah, we just saw why. Again,
Yeah.
she was like so quick and so on that, keeping the Fury in this third set. Terry again finds the target, Pritchard. Big block again by Janice Liao. We talked about how important she's been on the block today.
Yep, she's got great lateral speed, gets her hands over. She's patient. She doesn't lean one way or the other, but there you see a little bit late, but never gives up on the ball. Gets her hands up and over, gets a really critical point for her team.
And Kathy George wants a timeout for her team as the Rise are holding at 24. The Fury fast approaching at 22.
And you can see how talented this Fury team is.
Right.
It's hard to believe that they haven't gotten a win yet in this league, but you can see how tenacious they are, how good they look when they're in rhythm, how many different parts and pieces can go in and contribute in different ways. So this Fury team does not look like a team that you would expect to be without a win in this league. They're so talented and so fun to watch, despite being 0-7.
Right, and we're seeing lineups that we haven't seen. Like, we haven't seen much of Janice Liao this season. She's playing fabulous tonight. We're seeing the new libero, Georgiadis.
Yeah.
Doing a great job, and I think Angel Perez is still trying to fit together the puzzle.
Yeah, I think this Fury team, it's going to be a team where the sum is greater than the individual parts. You talk about someone who has entered into the lineup for the first time. Number 13, Ashley Wentz, is subbed in on the right pin. She's an exceptional blocker. We'll see if she can get a point.
Ashley Wentz, a Buckeye. Terry goes to Snyder this time. The attack with Pritchard. There's the big block by Ashley Wentz and Janice Liao.
What a great coaching move by Angel Perez, knowing his personnel and knowing exactly when to put in the blocking sub. Ashley Wentz, you gotta love when your name is called and you're able to get a crucial point for your team.
Hard to get over her too at 6'3". There's the ace from Raina Terry. Again, we talked how important it was to hit that target. She's been hammering Erica Pritchard all night. We're now all tied up at 24s, and each set you have to win by 2. Terry will keep serving for the Fury. Rise goes with Pritchard. It is wide, point Fury. We are now at set point for the Columbus Fury in set 3.
And the people in Nationwide Arena, the fans are going absolutely nuts. They have this team on their back. They want to help get a win here, a crucial third set win for the Fury.
And shockingly, Kathy George will take a timeout for the Grand Rapids Rise. She wants to stop this run by the Columbus Fury. They really came back in this one.
Yeah, and how did they do it, Erica? On the serve, you've got to apply pressure and great blocking. So the challenge is block touch. There's no block touch there. Again, good setup by Ashley Wentz, getting nose to nose with the outside hitter, not reaching outside of her body, so no touch on that ball.
And calling that challenge as a timeout by Kathy George didn't work this time. Raina Terry serving match point. Fury handle Carly Snyder. Raina Terry goes hard enough to go off the tape and land on the Grand Rapids side. Point Fury, set Fury. Fury now take a 2-set lead here in Columbus. It is exciting. Stay with us. this, we'll take a short break and be back with set 4 from Nationwide Arena.
When I hear it coming up like that, I just know that things are gonna end bad. La 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 la. I'll just keep dropping it, like there's no stopping it. Then walk with it. La 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 la. I'll just keep dropping it, like there's no stopping it. Then walk with it. La 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 la.
Pro Volleyball Federation Season 2. Tickets available now.
We got it next. That's how you finesse. We come for they next.
Beautiful comeback swing. Ball is blocked straight down. What a rocket out of the back.
Now they calling my phone, yeah, but I'm all in my zone. They not a threat. Tell them reset.
She is absolutely white hot. And a nice block on the
Did it
outside.
all on my own, yeah. Went and brought it back
What a
home.
final rally.
From club or high school courts to championship arenas, Spalding has been the trusted partner of volleyball players for generations. Our team of dedicated professionals isn't just about selling equipment, we're about supporting your journey. Spalding offers a comprehensive range of high-performance systems, nets, and accessories meticulously crafted for every skill level, budget, and playing style. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, Spalding's knowledgeable staff will guide you, equip you, and cheer you on every step of the way.
Welcome back to the PVF on YouTube. I'm Erica Robbins along with Audrey Flaw, and it has been exciting as promised. And if you are just joining us, here's what you missed. Grand Rapids Rise took set 1, 25-21. Columbus Fury took set 2, 25-21. That third set, if you're just tuning in, was a nail-biter. Columbus came back from quite the deficit, and they won by 2 by a score of 26-24. And if you look at the stats, Audrey, it's pretty much even. Both teams have 37 kills. Both teams have 66 digs. The Fury has 3 aces. The Rise has 4. They're very, very close on the stat sheet.
Yeah, I mean, it's been just a thrilling match so far, but I will tell you, never underestimate the importance of the serve. It's not just putting the ball in play. Raina Terry at the end, her serve was critical to that comeback win of that set for the Fury. She was on a mission, and I'll tell you what, that kill at the end, an outlet set to her, and she just goes up aggressively. So hats off to Raina Terry having an exceptional match so far tonight.
Raina Terry was substituted in set 2, and she has 8 kills. She's second in kills for the Fury. Isabella Rapach has 16 kills for the Fury, and on the other side, it's the Rise's Players of the Week, Carly Snyder with 13 kills and Erica Pritchard with 10. That one for the Fury out of bounds. First point goes to the Rise.
Bastianelli back in the middle. We saw Colvin in for her in the previous set, so Bastianelli back in the lineup, and she's back to serve.
Rapach goes nice and hard. touches the block, so it maybe makes the timing hard for Erica Pritchard.
Yeah, Rapach just going after it. You can see, not afraid of a block in front of her, just going high and hard.
Terry gives him a tough serve to handle. They answer. Here comes Rapach. Again, it's off the block. And the timing throws off Grand Rapids.
Yeah, when it goes ping pong off the blocker's hands, really difficult to defend that ball. You can see, again, a lot of spin on it. In between two players, tough one to defend there. But ultimately, if a ball's going between two players, one of them should get it up, right?
You would think. Carly Snyder gets a block touch there.
Touch off of Megan Lush's head. So she's going to readjust her ponytail there. And Snyder, like a classy player, comes up and makes sure that Lush is okay. And Lush is like, oh yeah, just a ponytail timeout. No big deal.
And we're all tied at 2 here in this fourth set. Fury lead it 2 sets to 1, looking for their first win of the season. Fury goes free ball back over. Rivera to Rapach. Off that block and out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, Megan Lush, critical there, getting a good touch off of the block. So she controlled the block, took a little bit of heat off of the offense from the Rise, and as a result, a nice transition score for the Fury.
Service error that time by the Furies. Janice Liao. We're all tied at 3. Carly Snyder will answer with her own service error into the net. Rapach goes back to serve for the Fury. She's a 3-time All-American, 8-year professional volleyball player. Talk about a stud. She wanted to be a basketball player again. She's 6'2". Loved Michael Jordan. Glad she gave volleyball a try.
Yeah, I think she found her sport. Hitting error by number 5 for the Rise. That's Erica Pritchard with a ball that just went wide.
Again, as Audrey mentioned earlier, volleyball, a big game of risk and reward. You go nice and hard. Sometimes it goes long. It's all about the set, how it gets set up, literally teed up for them.
Yeah, and that time, you know, again, you're trying to avoid a block. You're trying to keep your hand high on the point of contact and try to get the perimeter of the court. That time, Megan Lush just a little long on that one. And she's like, hey, my bad. You know, you can't always focus on the errors. You got to give back that positive energy to your team. Let's get a quick side out. And that's exactly what she said to her team.
Yeah, you got to be Ted Lasso it. You got to goldfish it. Like,
goldfish
let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go. We have a delay here for, we don't know what.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there was some technical issue, but we resume play.
Rivera goes to Abby Walker. Rise called for being over the net on that one.
Yeah, you got
aggressive.
Yeah, you got to let the setter set the ball. So that time you can see the block interfered with the set. That is illegal. So if the setter was going to attack the ball, then you can get all over it. But that time, Rivera was attempting to make the set.
Fury up by 2. Grand Rapids Rise goes to their middle, and that was just pretty.
Yeah, that's a great play. It's that B, the 31, and you've got Rivera in the front court as that right side blocker. So if you can push the ball past Walker a little bit, there's going to be a shorter block there. So nicely placed set.
But the slide for Walker really hitting home over there for the Fury.
Smart set there by Rivera to go over top of Paige Briggs again. 5'10" outside, just got subbed in for Erica Pritchard, so we'll see a lot of 13 here in the front court.
There's an attack error by number 10, Ali Bastinelli.
So we're in for the Rise, a 2-hitter rotation with number 11, the setter, Rasky, front court. Remember, she's a lefty. We'll see if she takes a rip at this ball if it's passed well.
She tried right there. More of a dump than a rip, but she definitely tried to send it over on that second hit. It's the third hit that gets it done for the Rise that time. Again, number 13, Paige Briggs-Romine from Western Kentucky.
Yeah, just a well-placed shot there. Deep perimeter of the court again. Undersized, now she's in the back court, and so front court is Snyder. So nice 3 rotations in the front there by Briggs.
Potch, nice and strong, but the Rise handle, they come out of the back row, and it works for Paige Briggs-Romine.
Yeah, remember Travis Hudson, head coach for Western Kentucky. What he said is he trains his players to play 6 rotations. That time you see Paige Briggs serving tough, playing great defense, and then being an offensive threat in the back court. At 5'10", she is an all-round player and one of the best undersized players in this league. And
she played last year with the #1 team in the league, the champions, the Omaha Supernova. She played 25 matches for them.
Raina Terry really finding her rhythm. She's playing with a lot of swagger and playing really relaxed and at ease right now. So fun to watch. Former Mintonette, one of my former players in club volleyball, watching her as a pro out here tonight.
That attack by Bastinelli was wide. No touch was called by the official. So Kathy George is going to use a challenge and do a video review to see if there was a touch off the block. Let's talk a little bit more about Raina Terry, because I don't think we can talk about her enough, because again, at Illinois, 3rd nationally in attacks per set. She was just a stud, and you saw it back in the day when you coached her at Mintonette, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I mean, she played for me when she was 15, and we could see the potential. And then being in the Big Ten Conference, she just kept getting better and better, and she kept getting stronger and taller. It's like she didn't really maximize her growth spurt until maybe her senior year, and then just got really strong at Illinois. And then you can see her strength now offensively, but also a really good block. And she was one of the best servers in the Big Ten as well.
And she stands at 6'3". I really couldn't hear what the official said. Oh, there is a block touch. Now we are getting the video feed coming into the arena.
Yeah, when there's a longer rally, sometimes what we see is an earlier block, and there was no block touch on a previous block in that rally. There you can see that that was definitely a block touch on Leao, number 14 for the Fury.
To finish our thought on Raina Terry, she came in to this match tonight in the 2nd set and has really been lighting it up for the Fury and been a spark for them. She has 9 kills so far. Harley Snyder for the Rise gets the kill.
You know, when your hitter can't swing through the ball, you saw Ray Potch having to tip that ball. That's an indication that the set isn't in the sweet spot. So Rivera, I saw her hang her head a little bit. She takes responsibility. That wasn't a perfect set for my hitter, and I'll get you a better one next time.
Raina Terry back to serve for the Fury. They lead it by 1. Carly Snyder runs into the Fury block, but the block is out of bounds.
Yeah, and just think about how the Fury got back in that previous set. Raina Terry was serving, but Paige Briggs for the Rise was not on the floor. This time, Raina Terry going after Paige Briggs for mine, and she's just holding up so well with that first ball contact on serve receive. So she's giving her setter the opportunity to set in system, which is such a valuable part. I said, don't underestimate the value of the serve and don't underestimate the value of good serve receive.
Carly Snyder again goes nice and hard, so it flies off the block for the Fury.
Snyder, you just get the sense that she wasn't even aiming for the court. She was going to get hand to ball and then just rip it off her left shoulder, just going after the hands hard.
Rise now have the advantage by 1. Out of the back row, it's 13. Paige Briggs Romine again.
Yeah, she's just a great person to have to come off the bench for Pritchard. It's nice to know as a coach you've got some depth and the people that you insert are going to help you take a W home. So we'll see if Paige Briggs can be the difference maker tonight, as she was the other time the Rise were here in Columbus playing.
Broken play there, out of system for the Fury.
Yeah, an aggressive get by Paula Sarame, the libero, but you know, she's going after it and just putting it too tight to the net. So as a defensive player, it's always better to err on the side of keeping that ball on your side of the net. So, you know, a lot of coaches train defensive players, hey, just dig to the 10-foot line and we can run an offense out of that. Once you put it over the net or close to the net, the advantage goes to the blocking side. So, you know, Paula Sarame, this is her first year as a starting libero, and she has gained confidence with every single match. She just has to get in rhythm defensively to keep the ball off the net so that her team can transition and get a point.
All right, and again, the advantage now with the Grand Rapids Rise. They lead at 13-10 in the 4th set.
Fans dancing, DJ popping. Look at her go.
She is, as I will quote one of my friends who came to watch for the very first time here in Nationwide Arena, said the DJ was just on point.
Yes, yes.
Let's talk about the kill leaders so far for the Fury with 19 kills, Isabella Rapach, and for the Rise, it's Carly Snyder with 17 kills. Big kill there by Megan Lush.
Really love the speed of her approach, the speed of her swing. Point of contact, nice and high with tons of top spin. Picture perfect swing there by Megan Lush.
Liao serving for the Fury. That one hits the tape and falls on the Columbus side. Snyder will go back to serve. Rivera looking before she sets. She goes back to set to Rapach, who gets it done.
Yeah, and I love Sarame on serve receive. She's got such a great touch on the ball. That was a tough serve coming her way. She handles it perfectly. Here we see the double sub again. Why does Coach Angel Perez do this? To get a bigger block, you're going to see Morgan Lewis in the front court, and in the back court, number 12, Tori Stringer as the setter.
Morgan Lewis, the opposite from the University of Oregon. Off middle blocker, Abby Walker there. Rise up by 3, Maren Grote to serve. She was with the Rise last year, played in all 26 matches. That one for Grote, long.
Now we've got a great set here. I mean, this can go either way. Neither team really getting on too much of a run here.
And I like the Fury mixing it up with their lineup and going with the 2 libero lineup.
Yeah, so you got to play to your team's strengths, right? And so what he sees in Georgiadis is a little bit more of defensive presence there, although Sarame is really good too, but just to give Sarame a little bit of a breather and Georgiadis the opportunity to get in there and get some great reps, and she's a really good reader of plays and is able to really predict where the ball's going to go. So very talented back row player.
All right, we'll take a quick break and be right back in set 4. You're watching the PVF on YouTube. Welcome back to set 4 at Nationwide Arena. The Columbus Fury hosting the Grand Rapids Rise. Fury looking for their first win of the season. Rise on a 4-game win streak. And it has been one exciting match tonight. Rise on the attack, but the Fury handle. They go with heavy hitter Raina Terry. And the Rise answer with their gun from the back, Carly Snyder, to finish it. There's a race to 20, known as the red zone. Raina Terry going off speed for the Fury there. Paula Sarame taking that one right in the face.
Yeah. Let's give credit where it's due. Paige Briggs Romine comes in, plays the tip, then calls for a short set in zone 3 and absolutely destroys the ball. So that is great rhythm.
That's her
great
job.
Communication.
Absolutely.
Great communication with Rasky to audible. I don't want the set outside. I just played the tip. I curled in, played the tip. Give me a good set and I'll put it away. And boy, did she ever.
Off the Fury block and out of bounds. Paige Briggs Romine goes back to serve for the Rise. Stringer sets Terry, who runs right into the Rise block.
Yeah, again, the location of the set is too tight. You have big blockers on the other side of the net, reaching over the net. It's a trap set. Set needs to be off slightly in order to get a crisp, clean swing on the ball.
Terry for the Fury. And that successful dump that August Rasky is so good at for the Rise.
Her dominant hand is her left hand, so when that ball comes up as a left side blocker, you've got to expect her to be offensive. That time, Raina Terry going out with the slide that was coming around and completely missed her assignment, which is blocking the setter.
And there's an ace for Paige Briggs Romine.
Talk about runs here. It was 14-19 within a reasonable differential here, and now it's 14-22, Fury down.
Therefore, Fury takes another timeout. That's their last timeout of the set. The Rise still have both of their timeouts and both of their challenges. I think you mentioned the big difference for the Rise. Number 13, Paige Briggs-Romine, just really being a spark for the Rise.
Right. Well, what she brings to the court is exceptional ball control. You saw Pritchard getting picked on serve receive and really struggling. The game is pass, serve and pass, serve and pass. So what Paige Briggs-Romine brings to the floor is that stability in the first ball contact, and then she just rips balls, as we can see and vouch for her here. Front court, she's taking massive swings and then being a great option in the back court. When that ball is in tempo, she rises, has great leaping ability and great rhythm with her setter, Rasky. So love what Paige Briggs-Romine brings to the court for this Grand Rapids Rise team.
And Paige Briggs-Romine currently hitting 70% for the Rise. So that's great, and she'll go back to serve. And that one, maybe the timeout really got to her. Like a little too aggressive, too much there. Serve goes back to the Fury, and Wilma Rivera, the setter, to serve for the Fury. Rivera gets the ace for Columbus.
Love that serve. It's got a lot of spin. Zone 5 to zone 5. Tough one to handle.
Rivera played at the Valkyries last year. She's one of 3 players on the Fury who played at Orlando last year. Talked about the shuffle within the league every season. Raina Terry, the rookie for the PVF, gets a kill.
She's coming alive, I'm telling you. This Fury team needs to ride Raina Terry tonight. Megan Lush, great defensive get. Such a long player in the backcourt. She's able to cover sideline to sideline defensively.
And a big block right there by Raina Terry with a little help from Janice Liao.
We talked about Raina Terry's upper body strength, and she seals the net. What an exceptional block there. And the Fury back into this set. Fourth set could go either way. Gotta love it.
And we did have a stretch in one of the previous sets, Audrey, where this rotation is great, where you have Wilma Rivera serving and you have Raina Terry up here. That's great. Raina Terry so far 10 kills tonight, and that was her first block. There's our Columbus Fury mobsters. They mop the floor and dance and entertain.
They are a fan favorite. Everywhere I go, when I talk to people about the Columbus Fury, they're like, and what about those guys that mop the floor? They're so much fun to watch, the mobsters.
And let's talk a little bit about, because you're not just a color commentator on YouTube for the Fury, you're also in the corporate office.
Yeah, I'm the community ambassador for the Columbus Fury, so just trying to make connections with the community, both the high school community and club volleyball community. As we know, Angel Perez is from Puerto Rico, so he really wasn't connected to many high school volleyball players or the club volleyball community, so I was able to bridge that gap for him and with our community here.
And the Columbus Fury, they practice at a local high school, CSG, Columbus School for Girls in Bexley. Raina Terry again for the Fury, goes hard and it goes out of bounds. Fury now within 3.
Yeah, not sure if I need to remind our viewers, but it is 2-1 for the Fury. So if they can get this set, they will win their first match in the PVF. that ball long.
Sarah's serving streak is right there. Again, we love the Bolt 6 system with the camera that is super accurate. Rivera sets Liao this time to get the kill.
Well, that was an unexpected set choice, but it paid off. Liao being available, great timing, reaching over top of number 11, Rasky, who's the undersized setter. Good choice. The unexpected set sometimes works. I love that decision.
Element of surprise. Gotta love that. Rena Terry to serve for the Fury. Rivera goes to Rapach. She went left-handed that time. Now she'll go right-handed and strong and get the kill.
This is a great swing. Hard cross court, off the blocker's hands. And we do want to mention number 13, Ashley Wentz, has been inserted in the right front area of the court. Again, she is an exceptional blocker.
That worked well last set for Angel Perez, but we're now at set point for the Rise. Rivera goes to Rapach. She goes right down the line. Point Fury.
I love the composure it takes to swing with confidence down the line when the set and the well, not the match, but the set is on the line. So well done by the veteran right side for the Fury.
Great floating serve by Liao. Unfortunately, the Rise find the hole on the Fury floor, and they'll now tie it up at 2 sets apiece. So we're all tied up at 2 sets to 2. It couldn't be any more exciting than this. We are going to a 5th set, but we'll take a short break and be right back with more PVF on YouTube.
Fisher's Event Center in Indiana will play host to the inaugural PVF All-Star Match, February 22nd. Tickets are on sale now at provolleyball.com or scan the QR code for instant access.
We got it next. That's how you finesse. We come for they next.
Beautiful comeback swing. Ball is blocked straight down. What a rocket out of the back.
Now they calling my phone, yeah, but I'm all in my zone. They not good. Tell them reset.
She is absolutely white hot. And a nice block on the
Did
outside.
it all on my own, yeah. Went and brought it back
What a
home.
final rally.
From club or high school courts to championship arenas, Spalding has been the trusted partner of volleyball players for generations. Our team of dedicated professionals isn't just about selling equipment, we're about supporting your journey. Spalding offers a comprehensive range of high-performance systems, nets, and accessories meticulously crafted for every skill level, budget, and playing style. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, Spalding's knowledgeable staff will guide you, equip you, and cheer you on every step of the way.
Welcome back to the Professional Volleyball Federation match between the hosts, Columbus Fury, and the Grand Rapid Rise. We're at Nationwide Arena. I'm Erica Robbins along with Audrey Flaw, and we are all tied up at 2 sets apiece. Again, it's been very equally matched. We're now going to do a 5th set, which is going to go to 15.
Yep. You talk about parity in this league. You got Grand Rapids that's 4-3, and you've got the Fury 0-7, and yet here we see this tremendously competitive match. So parity in the league, and the stats show it.
Yeah. Kills for the Fury, 49. The Rise have 55 kills. In digs, the Rise just lead the category by 1. Abby Walker will open this 5th set for the Fury. Abby played at the University of Cincinnati, went to John Glenn High School in New Concord. Potch forced to free ball it over for the Fury. Broken play for the Rise. And the block was there for the Fury.
Yeah, you just got to keep playing it out, and that's what Raina Terry does. Just disciplined, waiting, and gets her hands over the net. Nice point for the Fury.
Goes with that back row attack of Paige Briggs-Romine that was so effective in set 4.
Yeah, we're going to track the number of kills that Paige Briggs-Romine gets in this 5th set. She has been critical, but for some reason, I think it was a back row attack. Ball goes back to the Fury. Illegal back row attack.
All right.
Yeah. I think her foot was on the line when she took off, so that's an illegal back row attack. Point went to the Fury.
Okay, well that was a point there by the Rise. A successful attack on the right side. The slide by the middle blocker, Ali Bashatelli. That was a joust at the net that was basically won by the Rise.
Yeah, again, it all comes down to serve pass. First contact, not crisp for the Fury. Ball is just hanging at the net. The advantage goes to the blocking team. So that's an easy point for the Rise.
And that serve by Briggs-Romine was wide. Point Fury. Wilma Rivera will go back to serve. And the slide this time for Maren Groves, number 12.
Again, serve and pass. Rivera has an exceptional serve, that hard top spin serve, and it goes over with a ton of velocity. But the ball control of Grand Rapids Rise with Paige Briggs-Romine in the lineup, they just take that ball and it's a perfect pass, so they're in system. So that really negates the powerful serve that ended up getting the Columbus Fury a few points when Rivera was on the line. Here we have some kind of a delay. I think Megan Lush is getting tended to on the sideline. Looks like some blood. Yeah, she's getting wrapped up there. Nothing serious. Just a Band-Aid and some tape.
Lush back on the court. We're all tied up at 3 in the 5th and deciding set of this match. Back to serve for the Rise, the setter, August Rasky. Played at the University of Oregon. She was at the Mojo last year. Snyder goes hard, runs into the Fury block, but it's out of bounds. Point Grand Rapids.
Again, an aggressive swing by the Fury, but a positive block touch slows down the ball enough for the Rise to be in system with a great transition swing.
And there's the ace for August Rasky.
Target is Raina Terry. They're going to challenge her often. You're going to see that Paula Sarame is going to try to pinch her off to the sideline as much as she can.
Again, they went to Terry to start the play. The Potch goes hard. It goes off the block of Nelson.
Yeah, I think Raina Terry is a really good passer if she doesn't have a ton of responsibility. So you're going to see that Sarame or Megan Lush is going to pinch her off a little bit. And as you can see, she passed a great ball there on the right side of the court.
Terry serving, Fury down by 1. And it's Marin Grote that'll bring the ball back to the Grand Rapids side.
Yeah, I actually think her hand touched the net as she was following through, so the ball and point goes on the Fury side.
Yeah. Just a big monitor. Grote goes for Grand Rapids hard. Fury handle it. Potch goes off speed.
I love Megan Lush just going right up to the ref, wagging her finger saying, no. We had that ball up. We'll see.
They're questioning whether the ball hit the floor or not.
Right.
Again, Grand Rapids Rise can call the challenge in the middle of the play.
It's actually, I believe, the Fury is challenging because the ref called it down. So Angel Perez, head coach for the Columbus Fury, is challenging this one. And Megan Courtney Lush is absolutely sure that that ball was up. So we will see how this one plays out.
And again, 2 challenges each set. There's a look at it. Is Rivera's hand under there? Indeed it is. No floor touch. The Fury keep their challenge and keep the serve. We're tied at 5s. Off the Fury block for Carly Snyder.
Yeah, and Rasky's just moving that ball in and out. You can see the point of attack there by Snyder was inside, not all the way to the pin, so really challenging the block to line up with a moving offensive weapon on the other side.
Rivera will set Raina Terry in the back row this time. Rise handle it. Potch looking for a hole, can't find it. Rivera will go with Lush this time, who goes down the line. The Fury would like a touch on the block. They'll challenge the call once again.
I think the up official is going to have a little chat with Megan Lush. She's getting a little spirited, shall we say.
I love Megan Lush. She really is. She's tagged the franchise, one of the franchise players for the Fury. She's from Kettering, Ohio. She lives in Dublin, and they came to her and said, "Would you like to play volleyball?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "I just had a baby. I'm not sure if I want to." This was before last year.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "I'm not sure how many seasons I have in me." And now she's like, back.
Yeah.
Like, here I am.
Let's take a look at that.
Looks like there was a touch on that block. Megan Lush, absolutely correct. And it looks like we'll have a substitution back into the match. We haven't seen her since set 1. Haley Cox. Set 2, Raina Terry came in for her.
Yeah, well, she's going to be a serving sub, so she is in for Janice Liao.
Rapach, nice and hard. Rapach gets her 24th kill of this match.
You know, we should note, in this league, you're only given 8 subs. So Angel Perez has got to be really cautious when the set goes to 25 points. At 15, you can gamble a little bit and use your subs, as we're seeing here with Cox in as a serving and defensive sub for the Fury. Go, go.
Oh. Megan Lush threw everything into that ball, really, and ran.
You know, that's the type of aggressive play you want from your leader on the floor. She was not going to give up on that ball, and that sets a tone. Defense is contagious, and her going after that ball hard and practically leaping on this upright is a sign of her determination to get this W for her team. So I'm telling you, if that doesn't jack her team up, I don't know what will at this point.
And we are tied at 7. Again, we promised excitement at the beginning of the show, of the match, and it doesn't get any more exciting than this, with the Fury taking a 1-point lead. 8-7, they will switch sides in this 5th set, but it's the 5th and deciding set. And the Fury looking for their first match of the season. We'll take All right, a little Cotton Eye Joe to get the fans fired up as the Fury leads in this 5th and final set, 8-7. Isabella Rapach will serve for the Fury. Great defense by Raina Terry, just throwing herself at that one. We saw Megan Lush throw herself at an upright here. The grit of the Fury, but that one was all rise.
Yeah, Paige Briggs Romine is just on fire.
She has 2 kills just this set. And that, an attack error on Ali Bastianelli for the rise.
Now serving Megan Lush.
Fury handle Snyder. The rise handle Raina Terry. Rivera this time will go to Rapach. It's blocked. Again, Rapach blocked. Rivera this time goes to Terry. She goes right down the line. And Kaylee Nelson just couldn't get it up into the center of the court.
Yeah, if you can take an out-of-system set and do that with the ball, you're going to get the recognition that you deserve. Raina Terry, the story so far has been, she has been on fire tonight.
Fury up by 2. That was very strong by Paige Briggs-Romine. There was no touch by the Fury blocker, the Fury says, but of course the Grand Rapids Rise going to challenge that call. The ball was definitely out of bounds.
Yeah, a magnificent effort by Paige Briggs-Romine to go high off the blocker's hands. Again, she's got so many shots. She has really been a turning point for this Grand Rapids Rise team. Her ball control is exceptional. She goes up strong. She was going hard for fingertips. We'll see if she got a touch on this one, but if it goes Columbus Fury's way, I would imagine this place is going to erupt in pleasure.
Both teams have both their challenges right now. They were challenging for the block touch. And it looks like the Fury gets the call. The Rise will lose their challenge. Fury gets the point, keeps the serve. The Rise run into the block. The solo block by Abby Walker.
A well-placed serve by court Megan Lush to give only one or two options offensively for the Grand Rapid Rise, and Abby Walker just stays home, understands that the back row attack for the Rise is such an option after that serve. She stays home, dominates at the net, and gets a big point for her team.
So the Grand Rapid Rise use a timeout. They have one left and one challenge left. The Fury have both timeouts and both challenges left. Again, it's a set that only goes to 15. Fury lead it 12-8. Super intense. For the kills for the Fury, Rapach really taking the lead with 23 kills. Snyder stepping up this time for the Rise with 21 kills.
Yeah, when we started this match, we talked about the keys for the Fury, and the very first thing I said is they have to believe that they can win. And right now, you get the sense the culture on the court right now is they're being aggressive on the serve. They have this great momentum. They're looking each other in the eye like this is going to be our night. We're going to fight and fight and fight till we get that W. Megan Lush right now was going for that short serve in the right front area of the court to eliminate some of the options offensively that the middle attacker on the Grand Rapids Rise team can execute. So we'll see if that short serve pays off for Lush again.
Rise. Attacking. And there she is, Raina Terry.
At this point, you don't want unforced errors. You want to play clean and aggressive volleyball.
Lush starts it with a clean serve. They handle that second hit by Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids again goes to Paige Briggs-Romine, but that is an attack error. That is wide. We are at match point, people. Match point. What a great serve by Lush to set it up. Raina Terry on the floor for the Fury. Rapach. Rivera to Terry. Raina Terry finishes it for the Fury. What better way to finish? The Fury take the fifth set by a score of 15-8. As mentioned, the Fury get their very first match win of the season.
Raina Terry showing the will to win, really being the steady force with a thunderous hit at the end to put an exclamation point on this win tonight for the Columbus Fury. A well-played match by everybody. Great coaching decisions by Angel Perez, and boy, this Columbus Fury fan support, they are all standing up, standing ovation for their home team.
You can just feel it in the arena. A big sigh of relief. They've been so close in the 7 matches they've lost this season. They haven't been blowouts.
They have done very well, and hopefully they just got this win here at home against Grand Rapids. They're back here at home on February 12th against Orlando, then another home match against Vegas on February 17th. So can they use this momentum, this energy from this building to keep it going? Yeah, I've mentioned before, this is a team where the sum is greater than the individual parts, and it's going to take time for everybody to feel, how they can contribute to the team. But I will tell you, as we see a lot of the players celebrating with Raina Terry, they really appreciate her effort tonight, coming off the bench to have a stellar night and really leading the charge offensively. Her and Ray Potch were superb tonight, and they need that kind of offensive power from those 2-pin hitters every single night.
But we saw some important parts, as you mentioned. Everybody plays a role or comes off the bench or does what they have to do. I mean, Janice Liao tonight was money, particularly for blocking. Abby Walker in this last set was just unbelievable, and we still see the setter changing. Rivera, Stringer, Angel Perez still playing with the lineups.
Yeah, and I think it's sometimes strategic to get a bigger blocker in the front row, so he flips that a little bit. But what you're seeing here is dominance from the right side. You always win with a strong right side attacker, and you've got to have another person to contribute offensively. That was Raina Terry tonight. And the one thing I will tell you that impressed me with Raina Terry is even if she didn't pass every ball perfectly, she didn't let it affect how she played in the front court. And then her teammates had her back by pinching her off, so she had a little less area of the court to be responsible for, and she just elevated her play, gained confidence as the match went on. And as you said, it was a complete team effort. Leal with some great blocks, Walker doing her job. Defensively, Georgiadis stepping in.
And we get to see Ashley Wentz,
Yes.
the Buckeye, come in for the
Yes.
big blocking moment. Again, a great strategic move by head coach Angel Perez. All right, we'll take a break and wrap up from here. We're so glad for the win, and we're glad you're with us here on PVF on YouTube.
Fisher's Event Center in Indiana will play host to the inaugural PVF All-Star Match, February 22nd. Tickets are on sale now at provolleyball.com or scan the QR code for instant access.
All right, welcome back. You're seeing the team stretch out. Lots of congratulations for the Fury players as they get their first win of the second season in the PVF. I'm Erica Robbins with Audrey Flaw. And boy, was it great to be here to see this win, Audrey.
Absolutely. You know, I have to go back to the keys for the match for the Columbus Fury. It was about believing. They showed that. First ball contact, it was exceptional. I thought Paula Cerame did a great job as libero and on serve receive, and they had to get production offensively, and they got that. Two key players, Ray Potch and Raina Terry, on different pins were really, really good at scoring at key moments. The errors on serve and different errors, we saw that in the first set, and as the match went on, that number kept going down and down and down. So they got better as the match went on, and as head coach, you can't be more pleased with the grit that the Fury showed tonight. Angel Perez has got to be pleased.
Yeah, it was a 5-setter, and we felt the energy in the building, and we saw it build, and we hope it continues the rest of the season. It has been a joy to watch and to bring it to you here on YouTube. We thank you so much for joining us. Again, I'm Erica Robbins, and for Audrey Flaw, and for all the people in the truck and running the stream, we appreciate you so much. Have a blessed day, and we'll see you soon.